here I am sitting in the UB Hochstetter Hall parking lot, kind of doing a vlog in the meantime kind of thing. I'm waiting for work to start, which is about, at this point, 45 minutes away. And I really didn't feel like sitting downstairs beneath the library where I always do every Tuesday. I decided to switch it up. So here I am, gonna get some stuff off my mind, talk about my weekend, whatever. So, basically, this weekend was the busiest I've had in a really long time, and it was just kind of strange because, like, a lot of random crap happened, and I was kind of, like, at a loss to process it all. So, on Saturday, I went to the weirdest wedding ever, and it was between the aunt of some people I barely knew in high school and my cousin Phil, who's kind of been a shyster. So he's been married like 4 times, and he's like 50 something, almost 60. And this lady is a sweet, sweet lady. I don't really know why she's never been married, but she's about his age and she's never been married. Really nice, like very warm person. So, and this is, I mean, don't tell anyone I said this, but this guy is like, my cousin Phil is creepy. He's a creeper. And he once dated his own first cousin, much to the dismay of the entire family, and he was like, we don't talk about that much. So, luckily you don't really know me, so you can't like be like, oh my god, ew. So, whatever. But just putting that out there, there are people who do that, and we occasionally run across them and know them, or are related to them, whatever. But, I guess upside of going to the weird wedding was really, really, really deliciously awesome Italian food at the Como in Niagara Falls. That is the only good part about Niagara Falls, New York anyway. Niagara Falls, Canada is actually really beautiful. I recommend it if you get a chance to go there. But Niagara Falls, New York kind of got a rep as a little bit of a ghetto. It used to have like a golden age, but now all that remains is pretty much like some geographical anomalies like the falls, which is pretty, and delicious Italian food. So I had like 6 courses of awesome. I like couldn't move after, but that's okay. My parents drove, so I didn't have to even like do anything. And then Sunday, I spent 5 hours TAing open lab for osteology, and that was pretty exciting. They had a midterm on Monday, which I proctored, which made my Monday super long. It's normally long anyway, but I think like a 13-hour Monday is a little overkill. I had to be at osteo from 3:40 until, they kind of estimated 9, but we got done grading a lot earlier, which is sweet. But I got to be like the stopwatch timer person that got to like make them only spend like 30-some seconds at each station at the lab practical. So I got to see some people like scrambling. It was pretty cool. I was a beast in that class last year, and it almost killed me. So I'm really proud of the fact that I can't even be a TA for it. So that was awesome. I'm kind of freaking out because I have a midterm myself on Thursday that's going to probably kick my ass pretty hard. It's a 3-hour long class, which in itself is pretty ridiculous and pretty hard to sit through. But this is North American archaeology. The lady who teaches it is pretty awesome. She's not like old, like some of those people. It's just painful because they speak so quietly and they're just ancient and they're decrepit and they're falling apart. My genetics teacher from last semester, cool lady, decrepit. So, so I have about, I want to say almost 1,000 pages of reading from 8 weeks of class I like barely went to. Now, don't get to like, oh, you suck at school because you don't have the discipline to go to your own classes and stuff, whatever. There's reasons, rather there are reasons. It's 3 hours long on Thursday afternoon. You're tired, you just want to go home, it's dinner time, like, you're just like, no. Well, dinner time at the end of it, but whatever. So, she'll go on from like 2:30 to almost 5 o'clock without a break, which in 3-hour-long classes, they usually have the good sense to either let you go early and go straight through the class so that it's not, so that you're not, like, ripping your hair out and falling asleep and crying and eating children at the end of it. And then, or they'll give you a break in the middle and then do, like, lecture, break, lecture, so that you don't die. This lady just kind of, like, does a break, but she almost does the whole class, so she's, like, unorthodox and ridiculous, and, like, it makes everyone sad. So I kind of don't go sometimes, because she does post all the PowerPoint slides, and there's a lot of reading, so you just have to catch up on it. So I'm going to be spending the next couple of, well, tonight and tomorrow night, like, writing till my eyes fall out, because I haven't done it yet. And I did try to do it last night, but I was so tired I just went to sleep. So effectively I lose. But whatever. And I guess I'm gonna go into nerd stuff gamer mode now, because I want to talk about something that I'm excited about, and I'm going to treat myself to after midterms are over, so I'm not a total loser at everything. And basically, there's this sweet game that my boyfriend's roommate was playing the other day, and I noticed it. It's called Zombie Panic Source, and it uses the same game engine as Half-Life 2 and, like, Portal, which would be the Steam engine. So if you have that, you can play it. You probably have seen it if you run Steam at all. So, and this is strange, because I am ridiculously terrified of only a few things in life. That would include, well, formerly telephones. I couldn't speak on the phone. It was, like, creepy and sad, and I was like a puddle whenever I tried to do it. Zombies, like, for real, terrified of zombies. I think they're the most probable and possible of all those ridiculously, like, pop culture horror movie staples. Like, werewolves, the morphing thing, not so much. Vampires, sunlight really doesn't have that averse an effect on most people. You get some hermits that are a little about it, but no. So zombies and, like, the regeneration and sort of stuff like that of like biological materials and genetic modification of bacterium and stuff like that, totally possible. Has happened. They have written a genetic code for a bacteria that never existed before, so in essence created it's creepy. So, zombies. I'm freaking ridiculously scared of zombies. And dentists. Dentists is the other one, but that's a story for another day, or several stories for another day, whatever. I have reasons. So, Zombie Panic Source is pretty awesome, because you spawn as either, like, a guy, like a guy with guns. No, well, you pick up guns. First-person shooter style, whatever. And then other people spawn as zombies who collectively have, like, 25 lives, so that they just respawn until they run out of lives, whereas the people, once they die, they turn into a zombie. So it's kind of cool, because you're basically trying to out-survive the other side, and it's awesome. And I think it'll help me get through my fear of zombies, because you're not always running from zombies, and they're not always scary, because sometimes you are the zombies. So I'm kind of, like, stoked about playing that, except I'm so out of practice, and I will suck when it comes to first-person shooters on PC, because I haven't played them in, I want to say, at least a year and a half. I'm much more a console girl, so, my PS2, because I haven't upgraded to PS3 yet. I bought a dog instead, whatever. Still has that special place in my heart, so. If anyone's played it, let me know if you like it or whatever, because pretty much it looks sweet, so I'm looking forward to that. Comments, questions, whatever, I'm open. It's cool. And that's about it. I'm probably just gonna mess around on the internet until work, because I get internet in the parking lot. Thanks, UB. That's pretty much the only sweet thing lately that you've done for me, is give me internet in the parking lot. So, peace out, everyone. Have a great Tuesday.